Oh, hey guys, Aaron here with another episode of Legend of Zelda Wand of Gamelon. I gotta say, so I'm just gonna admit, full of transparency here. I really do not have the audio for this episode. It got lost. I'm sorry about that, but so I'm doing a voiceover. And for whatever it's worth, we could just have some stuff, some fun stuff to talk about while I do do the episode. And so I'm just curious, have let's take this time to, how are you guys doing? Are you guys doing all right? Personally, like dude, I gotta say, I've been fucking stressed out, man. Like, whew, I had to. It's been one hell of a time. So where do I even begin? So first of all, I'm behind on the graduate school coursework for this asynchronous class that I'm taking this semester. What else? I've been spending the past week or so, just getting things packed up because I'm gonna be moving in like imminently to and by imminently I mean in like 36 hours to somewhere where I'll be to relocate for work. I'm gonna finally start as, granted, not a full-time teacher, but a full-time teacher's assistant. Unfortunately, I have to start as that because I do have the graduate school credentials. The asynchronous class I'm talking about is for an advanced certification. But I have the credentials, but I lack the practical experience. So, it is what it is. Hopefully, I could either get a raise or promoted or something after I finish this advanced certification, and hopefully I do well. I mean, I'm gonna do my damnedest to do well and make sure I get, stay at the top of the list for if a teacher position opens. Currently, apparently, there is no teacher position that's open. But at the very least, maybe I could get a raise once I finish this advanced certification. Additionally, like, I mean, I had a stomach virus for a solid 4 days, and on top of that, I'm like, immediately after I finished getting over the stomach virus, I listen, it's been a while. I forgot that I have to have a learner's permit in order to take the driving test to get a license. Go figure. It's been so long that I forgot you need a learner's permit to do that. So what I did was I went through hell trying to get to the online test on the DMV website. I passed first attempt, yay, Then I was told it would take 3 to 4 weeks to process. I need to start driving like as soon as I move. I need to start taking driving lessons as soon as I move, because I'm moving. It's like how people would be like, where are you move? It's like, where are you moving to? Like you know Manhattan, West Side, it's like, no, upstate. Oh, upstate. Oh, what's not upstate? Public transit. So, of course, I need to drive because everything is at least 2 hours walking distance, and fuck knows I'm gonna be able to do that in a blizzard. So, and apparently, it's supposed to blizzard hard and many times this winter. Isn't that fan-fucking-tastic? So, like I've been, I couldn't wait, I can't wait 3 to 4 weeks. I have to start immediately. So what I did was, I asked, can I, since I passed on the online test, I did like that typing with the person to get answers. I said, since I passed online, it said I needed to wait 3 to 4 weeks. Can I, just go in person to the nearest DMV, even though I don't have a reservation, and just, submit my documents and everything to get the, temporary permit that you get on that slip of paper they hand you, while the real, like the official one, gets mailed to you. The person said no. And so I said, okay. And then I went to the DMV anyways and did it anyways. Because apparently they said no when you can. Oh, I hate liars. I hate them with a passion. Lying, I'm the type of person who will not lie, even if it's, you ask me how do I look in this dress, and then you want me to say it looks good, even though I think you look like shit in the dress. I won't say you look good, and I won't say you look like shit. I'll say you look like shit, but in a nice way, like, it's not for you. So, but, there's that. On top of it all, my, I have to, obviously, I'm all prepped to move, minus, the clothes that I have out for today, and, until I am in the transportation to move, I don't have a driver's license yet, so of course, I have to call in a favor to Pops. Fortunately, I have a very kind father, so there's that. But I mean, look, life is moving. Life is moving. I'm moving. Life is progressing. So actually, like, things are finally falling into place. Falling into place in a very nice way. That said, I'm obviously going to have to look into, some part-time jobs and such as well, because, if teachers are criminally underpaid, imagine a teacher's assistant. So, even with a graduate degree, it's not you're gonna have to do a lot of extra work simply to scrape by. I'm aware of that. But it's a good way to word it. Teaching is better looked at as not a job, but a life choice. Because it's a generally thankless job, doesn't pay well, but you do it because you love it. So that's yeah. But what's it called? I'm actually, it's funny. I'm upload, like while I'm doing while I'm talking to you guys here on this placement audio recording, which again, I'm like, I am sorry that I lost the audio to this episode, which is weird because it's raw footage, but somehow the audio got screwed up and I lost it. I don't get it. But then again, I'm not very tech savvy. Everything I learned with how to use technology, I have taught myself. Better or worse. So, that, that's just the way it is. But hey, at least you guys get to hear some swanky tunes in the background, like I don't know. I know that one of them is definitely gonna be the Or News Broadcasting net wait ONB no Ori News Broadcasting System from Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. I mean, look, I gotta pick some background music to go with this. Like I can't exactly just have, my voice with just, the scumbag heater, quietly blaring in the back. Because I also, fucking 40 degrees outside. It's like, no, I'm not keeping the heater off. No fucking way. But yeah, and so that's, that's what's happening. I do hope that, I do hope you guys are also having a good time. Maybe having a productive time, even if it's bittersweet, But I do wonder, what do you guys think of this game so far? I mean, I haven't looked up any information about it. I was tempted to look up a certain something about this episode. I mean, but I decided against it. Though, I do find it interesting how there's a lot of stuff that is like, I wonder if there's a lot of stuff in this game that's just unbeatable or impassable without very specific echoes. Because, I mean, I also wonder if there's a true ending in this game and how you get it. Because as far as I'm aware, the likely ways to get the true ending would just be, acquire every echo. And as far as I'm concerned, that's probably the most fitting way to get the true ending. I mean, like in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, the way you get the true ending is by getting all 13 memories, and the way you get in Tears of the Kingdom is completing all 23 main quests. The way you get in Link's Awakening is by not dying even, not getting a single game over. Of course, the way you get the true ending in Oracle of Seasons and Ages is by beating the other game to get the code for the full story and the true, and But anyways, what other games had like true endings for Legend of Zelda? I mean, I know in Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of the New World, which is the Let's Play that's airing alongside this one, to get the true ending, you have to make sure Lloyd steals none of the cores, the Centurion's cores, and you have to do a certain something. But then there's also like Tales of Xillia 2. You have to get to the end of the game and answer the questions in a certain way, like we did in our Let's Play of that, where I weeped. Just profoundly weeped. I kind of want to do a video of myself singing that song, The Hymn of Proof. But I made a vow to myself to not sing that to anyone except for whoever will end up being, like if man can dream, have a wife and a child in the future. Man can dream, right? That said, I did make a vow to myself that the only person I would ever sing the Hymn of Proof from Tales of Xillia 2 to is my would-be child. Now, I know that's very cringy. I know that that's very like, I'm sure some of you will hear that and just be like, dude, really? But I mean, let's be honest. You know, if there's one thing that people would realize about me if they watched all my Let's Plays, which, by the way, if you do that, why? But thank you. Why? I will, you'll realize that I'm a very, what's the way to say it? Like, I prefer to have things that I do mean something. You know, if they're for a person I care about, a person I love, I want the things I do for them to mean something. You know? I don't want the relationship to have shallow elements to it. It's probably wishful thinking, but that's just the type of person I am. You know, I am about as vanilla as it gets. So, you know, for better or worse. So yeah, like, you know, the one thing I could do, if I really wanted to, from the original Pokemon jukebox, I could sing I could sing a couple of them, but not a. I could sing, you know, the one that's like till the end. I will. You know, it's like the best friend one. I can sing I could do the Poke Rap without listening to it as I sing it. I could sing it. I mean, granted, it would be a little off key because, you know, it'd just be the names. Just to you know, infiltrate a rap battle and just do that and then quietly leave would be one of the funniest things ever. So, you know, like, go into like an underground rap battle and they're like, you know, obviously, because rap nowadays is all about, you know, drugs, sex, girls, money. So they're just like, pussy, shit, fuck, you know, and then I just walk on stage nonchalant, like, take the mic, just like, Electro, Diglett, Nidoran, Mankey, Venusaur, Rattata, Fearow, Pidgey, Sea King, Jolteon, Dragonite, Gastly, Ponyta, Vaporeon, Poliwrath, Butterfree. And everyone's just be like, whoa! Yeah. So that would be a really funny thing to do. And then, like, just go through all 150 of them in sequential order of how the song plays it. Then just hand back the mic quietly and then just walk away. It'd be like such a like Giga Chad thing to do. But it would be really weird, really off, but really funny. And I'm sure everyone there would just be like, oh my god. You know, so, but there's, oh god, what was I don't remember the name of the third one I can sing. I mean, I could obviously sing the Pokemon, the theme song too, as well as the second verse that's only played in the first movie, but, oh my god, what was the name of it? The one that's like, what kind of Pokemon are you? How do you do the things you do? Share with me your secrets deep inside. What kind of Pokemon are you? Are you loyal through and through? And do you have a heart that's true? What kind of Pokemon are you? You know, like that one, I don't remember the name of that, like the title of that song though. But it is a good one. I also, maybe one day I'll just record myself singing these and just like It's not a clever thing to do. It's just like one of those pastime things you would just do on a whim and then upload to YouTube, and then all of a sudden it's like 5 million views, and then the comments will just be, and then of course the YouTube comments will be YouTube comments, like it'll be like, great song, great singing, awesome, you suck at singing, go why don't you go kill yourself? I like potatoes. Hitler missed a few Jews. That's obviously the general, and then it goes back to like, great, you suck. You would do better if you took singing lessons. It's like that's generally the basic ley line of how YouTube comments play out, which is just like, which is generally why people who upload to YouTube don't look at the YouTube comments that are left on their videos. I'll be the first to say it. Like, I would not be disappointed or angry if, some channel as big as like Game Grumps, or as big as Markiplier just decided to stop reading their viewers' comments. Listen, I'm not putting myself at the level of them. That's not what I'm doing. What I am saying is, a lot of my humor has been informed by them, granted, but it's one of those things where a channel's that big, I would not be surprised if they didn't read comments from their videos, because of course, like, it's like reading Twitter comments, just full of hate. There's no need for it. So yeah, also, I'm just going back to true endings. I went on such a tangent there. What other games have I played that had a true ending? Shadow of the Colossus doesn't have a true ending, but if you play through it enough times, you get that, you get enough stamina to climb to the top of the altar where you can eat that forbidden fruit you only see at the end of the game. There's also, it's funny too, because that fruit on top of the that fruit you can get on top of the shrine that you keep waking up in Shadow of the Colossus. You can only get it by maxing out your stamina, which requires, if I'm remembering correctly, 8 playthroughs. And on top of that, that doing that also lets you cross the bridge that you came in on at the start of the game, in the opening cutscene. And that bridge takes about 13 minutes to get across, because not only is the camera janky as all hell, but you can't ride aggro. Because aggro follows you, because that's how aggro's character is programmed to. But he'll follow you at the base of the bridge. But if you eat that fruit at the top, it actually, very marginally, maybe 1 or 2% of it, but it lowers your max health, which is kind of funny because it's a forbidden fruit, which is really kind of cool. But yeah, I do know, what's it called? I'm actually, I have my things open here. Let's see my playlists. What games have I don't even remember what games I've played so far for YouTube. Oh yeah, the Man Abyss Switch game, I stopped that because just not such an unforgivable fucking game. It's not it's like I don't want to continue that Man Abyss Let's Play for the same reason that it's not a good idea to do Let's Plays of Atelier games. They're just games that are not conducive to a Let's Play experience. There's too much in between, too much weird finagling, you know. So it's not a good idea. Symphonia Dawn: The New World is currently being uploaded. Shadow of the Colossus doesn't have a true ending. Grace's F doesn't have a true ending. By the way, I'm going to do a second Let's Play of Grace's F. The one I did was on the PlayStation 3. The one that I'm going to do next will be the one on the remaster on the Switch. Because I do want to see the differences, but I also want to showcase them. Symphonia we did. Symphonia does not have a true ending, but it does have a lot of variations to how the game could be played and dialogue and such. If you would somehow accomplish Kratos having a higher friendship level with you by the time you confront him for the first time in the Tower of Mana, if you have a higher friendship level with him for some reason than Zelos, then Zelos gets killed off and Kratos just stays with you for the rest of the game because you need that character slot filled. Vesperia Definitive Edition I did. That one does not have a true ending, but it does have all that side quest stuff like the Sword Dancer and fucking Spiral Necropolis and Nostalgia and this fucking Spiral Draco. Why did I fight the Spiral Draco in Vesperia in such a traditional way? After I did that, I looked it up. I looked up fights against it that were like 5 minutes. I was like, what the fuck? 5 minutes? How do you fucking beat the Spiral Draco in 5 minutes? And with Yuri. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Because you can't get close to the damn thing. And then I just see them, like, punching the air while facing away from the Spiral Draco. And I'm just like, and then they do 2 consecutive Mystic Arts. I'm just like, and then a couple slashes in it, and they beat it. Meanwhile, I took the traditional route and just, like, hard grinded with Rita in order to get. Oh my god! I don't understand this. Like, so my battle with it took like 45 minutes to an hour and 5 minutes. I was like, these guys are winning in 5.5 fucking minutes. Like, dude. Zelia doesn't have a true ending, but it did have that really, really cool EX dungeon that I obviously did before the finale because you had access to it before the finale. If you did a New Game Plus, that is. Then Zelia 2 had the true ending. Zestiria didn't have a true ending, but, you know, obviously there's the post-game dungeon that even when you New Game Plus it, you can't access it until after you beat the game anyways, which is weird. So what I did in that was I did the post-game dungeon all in one 4.5 hour episode. Because, like, when you do that, the final boss Heldeath not only doubles in level, but doubles in all of his stats, and also, before he armatizes with, whatever the guy's name is, from Berseria. I can't wait to play Berseria. But before he becomes armatized Heldeath, if you did the post-game dungeon, the way that they explained it was, now that all the malevolence that built up in the post-game dungeon is gone, the ley lines have been of the world have been cleared. As such, the malevolence decreased, but Heldeath's power increased by the same amount. So when you fight Helldeath in the final battle, after doing the Hexen Isle post game dungeon, you, again his level and stats are all doubled, but in the battle before he becomes armatized, he has resistance to null, earth, water, wind, and fire. So in order to stagger him, let alone deal any sufficient damage to him, you have to have Sore and Rose's armor and weapons line up in such a way on the fuse chart to nullify null resistance. For Mikleo, nullifying water resistance. For Zavid, wind. Edna, earth. Lila, fire. Each of them have their armor and weapon skills with the fuse chart lined up to nullify their respective resistances. That way, when they attack, they can stagger Helldeath. This powered up version. And on top of that, when they armatize with either Sore or Rose, it, now the armatized character has the ability to nullify the resistance of null and whatever attribute they armatize with. It's that kind of concept. So, of course, you want to work really hard to learn that fuse system really made that game not fun. Just gonna put it out there. Tales of Zestiria is a beautiful story. Wonderful characters. Sure, the developer had a weird thing for his character Rose, to the point where he outcasted the other one, the other female lead, to let Rose be the main female character. But yeah, but overall the characters in the story were really well done. Granted, it's a sequel to Berseria, but a sequel that takes place in world, I think it was over 10,000 years later or something like that, or it's it's just a ridiculous number. But it's still a sequel to Berseria. But yeah, so there's that. I did it's being done as Echoes of Wisdom, Ergo Wand of Gamelon. I would like to do a Let's Play of the upcoming Legends ZA game coming out. I didn't do one of Legends Arceus because it's I like to do New Game Pluses as my Let's Plays, because obviously it's more conducive to a Let's Play experience. But, the Seek Out All Pokemon thing was just so grindy. In a bad way. So, it is what it is. I could also do Let's Plays of the, it would take a lot of time. Because I have to do the voiceovers for a lot of parts. But the Let's Plays of Persona 5 Royal, Persona 4 Golden. Just thinking out loud here. Because, but then I'd have to do Persona 3, I have to do Persona 3. But the thing is, I don't have a PS4 or 5, so I currently don't have access to it. At best, maybe if I got a Switch 2, to do that, fingers crossed I got a Switch 2, and fingers crossed it's backwards compatible. Even in the second wave of distribution, I hope it's backwards compatible. So otherwise, fuck us, right? Uh, I mean, I could also do, you know, but generally, like Pokemon games are not good for. Maybe just my personal gripe, but I don't like doing Let's Plays of Pokemon games. It just feels too, the turn-based stuff. It's such a hard turn off with the turn-based system that Pokemon does in terms of doing a Let's Play. It's like, I'm so used to playing these Zelda games. I'm so used to like the semi turn based system that's like turn based, not turn based, and Atelier Ryza and Sophie too. And I'm like, I have all the Sophie. Actually, I'm just curious, what other games do I have that maybe there's a couple here that I have like on my Switch that I could do a Let's Play of. It's not exactly, you know, the run of the mill kind of game. Let's see. I mean, system settings. Just throw. I use this opportunity. Since I lost the audio, I may as well just use the opportunity to actually, see what we got that we could do. There's oh god, go to data management, cloud data. Uh, uh, and then what do we have here? I mean, let's see. So the only ones that I see, I have Ryza, all three Ryza games. I have all Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, Persona 5 Royal, Persona 4 Golden. I'm not doing Nekopara for obvious reasons. Sophie 2. Let's see. What else do I have? I guess the Cookie Mama Cook Stars, but I can't really do that. Yeah, could do the Shantae games. There's a game called Oninaki that I'm up to the final boss that I just can't seem to beat for some reason. Giraffe and Anika was actually a pretty good game. Yeah, that one would be a quick Let's Play. But it would be a quick one, but a good one. What else? I mean, Cyber Sleuth, Digimon Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory was pretty good. We could do. I mean, yeah, because I have Shantae Half Genie Hero, Pirate's Curse, Seven Sirens. Dude, Legends RC. I mean, Legends RC is. Definitely not Let's Go, Eevee. If you want to see me scream bloody murder, we could do Dark Souls Remastered, but I've never played a Dark Souls game, so that'll probably add to the zest of that. Honestly, I'm thinking, actually, I kind of want to do the Giraffe and Anika because it's like, it's such a short game, but it's also such a good game. It made me cry. It's like, I'm gonna be, listen, I'm not afraid to admit it made me cry. But I also have, just farted. I have, no, I have Atelier Rorona, Toturi, let's see, Merudu, Shally, I have Esh and Logi, Aisha, I have Atelier Fierce, Atelier. You could probably tell I like Atelier games. You know what it is? I just like to. I like to sit there and make things. It's like a crafts project. It's also why, before it got really painful, I used to really enjoy pooping too. Anyways, so yeah, actually, I could just do. I could probably like pump that out in a day. It's just like the Giraffe and Anika Let's Play. Yeah, let's do it. Yo, let's do that. I mean, shit, man. I mean, fuck, dude. Like, right? Like, why not? Why the hell not? Sounds like fun, actually. So what I'm gonna do, you know what else I could do? Now that I think about it, is, I don't know. I'm thinking. Obviously, I'm gonna have very little time to do Let's Plays once I start that full-time job. So I'm also gonna be like gunning to work a lot of overtime so that I can, you know, get extra money. Because Lord knows, I need the money. Who doesn't? So it's that kind of thing. But I gotta say, I will definitely make time for, to record Let's Plays. Because I love doing it. Like I said, I don't get paid to do it. I don't have to do it. I just do it because I enjoy it. And sometimes it gives a good laugh to people. I mean, I know my average view count for my Let's Play episodes is 2. But that's okay. That just means 2 people tried to enjoy it. Maybe one of them didn't and one of them did. But you know what? That one who did. Yeah, it's great. So, it's, and that's, that makes all the difference. So, I'm just curious. I'm just curious about, about all of it. Maybe, we could I'll figure it out. So, man. I also just realized I've been talking. I've somehow managed to talk about so much stuff. And I've been talking non-stop I would not be surprised if a bunch of comments are just like, Aaron, shut the fuck up. Shut up, Aaron. Right? So, but it's alright. What I'm gonna do is, what I'm thinking I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna end, the episode's gonna end, so I'm gonna just do my last thoughts, and just figure it out from there. So, final thoughts. This Echoes of Wisdom game really turned out to be fun. I did not expect Lord Jabba Jabba to be a Dodongo. Whatever. Also, I think this world, this still world stuff is pretty cool. And now we're encroaching on this game's equivalent to the Water Temple. I mean, we know from anyone who's played Ocarina of Time knows that the Fire Temple is the most annoying. Somehow that wound up also being the case in Tears of the Kingdom, more so than the Water Temple ever could. We'll see if that holds up here. So, with that, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. In the next episode, we will infiltrate the Still World's Water Temple and fuck that fish. Take care. Till next time. Oh, hey guys, Aaron here with another episode of Legend of Zelda: Wand of Gamelon. I gotta say,